Last weekend, the crypto world was rocked by billions of dollars of liquidation. Guess what? Bitcoin didn't just bounce back, it exploded with a vengeance. And while now again we are back in the consolidation phase, there's one sector that's refusing to slow down: DeFi. Whether it's autonomous agents or open source AI frameworks, the innovation in this space is absolutely relentless. And if you're not paying attention, you might be about to miss the next wave of generational wealth. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday the 5th of February, and once again we are going all in on our favorite subject, DeFi. We are the only channel on YouTube that covers a DeFi every single day, focused on the intersection of decentralized finance and AI and all things AI agents, guys. So if you like that, don't forget to hit the bell notification, like, subscribe and comment, guys. It has been an absolute honor doing these videos for you every single day. So let's get into it and see what is going on today in the markets, guys. So look, as you can see here, we are on the top DeFi coins, and Swarm node is right at the top. It hasn't really shown any chill since the last couple of announcements. The first announcement was the integration of Zapier, which allowed Web3 and Web2 to connect to over 7,000 Web2 apps, which is really cool. As well as that, of course, they got accepted into the NVIDIA Inception program that we mentioned yesterday on the channel, which seems to be driving a lot of attention with retail, as you can see here, getting into this now over 55 million market cap. So congratulations, guys, if you did get in early on Swarm node. It does seem to be performing well, and it has a lot of mindshare on Twitter. There's a lot of excited participants in the community talking about Swarm node all the time, all over my timeline. Great to see Newer as well bouncing back. Very strong bounce here, 53%. It really got wrecked. I think it went down to around 7.5 million, which was really small cap considering the tech that they're building and the results that they've seen in recent hackathons. So great to see the Newer team have a really strong rebound here today. Of course, that project's one of the promising up-and-coming AI abstraction layers. You do need 1 Solana at the moment to test it out. However, if you pay the 1 Solana now, you'll have a lifetime access to Newer. So yeah, great to see Newer and Swarm node with a good bounce there. There's also the likes of Metalex and Hero Terminal, but the biggest outliers we can see here, both Newer and Swarm node. Moving on to AI agents, one of the largest gainers today was Vader AI. So Vader AI just announced that they've burnt 1.15% of their supply this morning. So that's probably part of the reason as to why we've seen a 31% increase over the last 24 hours. And there's also been a nice bump for Venice token. So Venice token, again, we've spoken about extensively on this channel, had a really controversial launch, let's say. There was a really bad launch, to be honest with you. But again, it's a project that's backed and run by Eric Voorhees, who's an OG in this space. Technically, in terms of the product and what they're trying to achieve, with basically integrating privacy to our prompts with different AI and LLMs such as DeepSeek and of course ChatGPT, it does have good product market fit. So let's see how Venice performs here, guys. There is still an airdrop going on for Venice tokens up until I think it's March the 13th or so. So do be wary, but good to see the bounce on Venice. And as you can see here, there's some other gainers, Dasher, Vive Vefu, which has also been pumping quite nicely, 25% up for the day, which is a project on Solana, AI agent launchpad, etc, guys. So yeah, good to see some good quality projects here bouncing up. Let's get into the news. Okay, guys, so the first piece of news I'd like to share with you is the 3 massive AI agent announcements from the project Autonolas. So we haven't spoken about Autonolas too much on this channel. However, they are actually building and have been building in the AI agent space for a few years now. So they're not new to the market. They're not jumping on a new narrative here. And anyway, so their first 3 announcements are the first agent app store, which they're calling Pearl. They've actually launched the Autonolas Accelerator as well, which has over $1 million in grants. And they've just announced quite a hefty raise of 13.8 million led by 1KX Network. Now, 1KX is a very active and influential and well-respected VC in the space. So to get their backing led by 1KX is also a very positive thing and sign for the project. So yeah, let's actually dive into Pearl. So introducing Pearl, this is the ultimate collection of AI agents in one app. So if we actually head over to the Pearl website, you can see here that yes, you basically have to download like an application onto your device. And so an application onto I hate downloading applications onto my device, especially with all my wallets and stuff. So yeah, do be like a little bit careful when you download applications, guys, especially in this market. But I'm sure this is going to be fine. I mean, I always use a second computer when I download applications these days. But anyways, long story short, you download an application and you have all of these AI agents at your fingertips, working for you and earning you rewards. So currently there's nearly 1,300 operators at the moment available, and around 500 daily active agents. So they've got a little bit of traction here. And here's some of the agents that they have available. So there's a Modius agent that allows you to do DeFi in the actual Autonolas network itself. And there's also agents.fun, which basically creates like AI influencers for you on different chains. You can earn Autonolas, which, if you stake Autonolas and let your agents work autonomously, that earns you Autonolas rewards. But the main thing here is that it's simple for people to use. So you don't need technical expertise for this. It's just a couple of clicks and you're away to go with your AI agent. So like, to be honest with you, I'm definitely going to experiment with this one. It has downloads here for Mac and Windows. So I'm going to try this on one of my other computers and check it out, guys. guys. And so yeah, like it's pretty cool what they've built here. In addition to that, they have also announced the $1 million of grants for AI agent developers. So definitely if you're a dev, looking for funding, this could be one for you. And they're going to be funding 10 teams of up to $100,000 each. You can apply here on their tweet. So one to watch, and also one to watch to see which teams actually get that funding, even just as an investor if you're not a dev, because clearly they're going to go through a lot of due diligence to get to the right teams to invest in. And then finally is the $13.8 million raised to fuel Olas. So yeah, like I said, it was led by 1KX Network, which is really cool to see. They've also got Borderless Capital and a few other funds there that are quite recognizable. It's quite a large raise, to be honest with you, $13.8 million. It will obviously give Autonolas a big runway. So if you're worried about, projects that are, maybe dying out on this kind of first hype cycle of AI agents and DeFi, you can be sure that Autonolas is not going to be one of them, because they've raised so much money, which they'll obviously be able to have in their treasury and, basically use that to fund the ongoing development of Autonolas. So all in all, very positive. Good to see Autonolas coming out there. You can actually see this post was actually posted at 9 p.m. on February the 4th. And as you can see here, straight away, 9 p.m., straight up. So the market reacted really nicely to that. It has cooled off a little since then, but yeah, we can see the effect of that news. And so yeah, definitely let's keep an eye on what Autonolas is building. All right, guys, going to our next piece of news. Yes, that's right, it's Holoworld again. They seem to always be announcing new things and getting featured on this channel, but they do have really, really cool visual AI agent posts and collaborations. So we do like to cover them on this channel, guys. And as you can see here, they've literally just partnered with Pudgy Penguins. So this is actually really cool to see. So if we see on the agent market itself on Holoworld, you can actually deploy your Pudgy agent in the agent studio. And as you can see here, you can actually get the Pudgy to talk. You can actually basically integrate AI into the Pudgy itself. You can give it these cool backgrounds, and then you can have it, digitally following you around, on your screen and become your AI agent. In terms of like the actual, usability, like it's a cool feature. Like it is cool, obviously, to bring to life your different NFTs and such. But in terms of like exactly, apart from the fun side to this, I'm not 100% sure on, how useful this is, apart from the fact that it's cool to bring your characters to life. But it's good to see, clearly that Pudgy Penguins and Holoworld have a close relationship, and clearly it's cool to see that the agent studio is being used here and how it could be used in the future. It gives us a little bit of a glimpse of an insight into that. So I just wanted to show you that, guys, because I think it's cool. Nice to see Holoworld progressing. It'll be interesting to see what else the agent studio can do over the coming days and months. All right, guys, so something I stumbled across yesterday here is the ai16z DAO game show, which is a crypto Shark Tank style game show, or Dragon's Den if you're from the UK. So basically what this is, it's an AI powered platform that turns pitches into interactive episodes. So whether you're a project looking for funding, you could even be an AI agent or have an AI agent that's shilling itself to other AIs. It's quite an interesting kind of model. So yeah, as you can see here, there's an AI here called Jin, who's basically pitching to these AI judges here. Some of the characters that you'll recognize. Quite an interesting concept. You can actually apply if you want to be on the show and you want to have an AI shilling your project, and then you can actually get investment from the DAO. That's the most important thing, right? So they're building this for ai16z DAO, and obviously ai16z has net assets under value to deploy as an investment DAO. So yeah, interesting to see where this goes. It is a bit crazy to see AIs pitching AIs, but yeah, if you want to apply for this and get involved, and if you guys are familiar with Killer Whales, the Killer Whales is like the real life version of this. This actually looks like the Killer Whales actually on the show. So that's why you have the likes of Mario Norful, Ran from CryptoBanter, I think Wendy's there as well, and that's like a real life show that's been on Apple TV where people are pitching their crypto projects. So this is like an AI version of that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cute. If you guys want to get involved, you just have to fill out the form here and basically give a details of the pitch of about your idea and yourself. Like, check it out, guys. It looks like quite a bit of fun, and obviously if you secure funding like that, then that's a net positive for your project. So yeah, one to watch. Okay, guys, so there was a Twitter space yesterday hosted by ai16z and the team over at Anon. So their beta release is coming in just 2 days time. I know the community is really, really excited about that. Anon has a lot of mindshare on Twitter. So yeah, we were listening in and we had some great nuggets really that we wanted to share with you that we haven't really seen published on Twitter. So some of the things that came out of that Twitter space was that there's actually over 230 developers that are actively working on integrating various DeFi protocols into the Anon ecosystem. So when we say, invest in teams that are just constantly shipping, constantly building, having 230 developers right now working on Anon is a huge amount. So the team is focused on building a scalable architecture that supports a wide range of protocols, ensuring capability across multiple chains, EVM and non-EVM. And specifically, Daniele mentioned that Solana is obviously going to be on the roadmap and could be, something that they integrate sooner rather than later. So that's obviously really, really bullish. There's lots of obviously liquidity on Solana. Now in terms of the beta release, it's open to 6,900 users on a first come, first served basis. So users are obviously encouraged to test the system, try and do some really cool different trades there. Try it out, but please do not put significant funds into any beta release, whether it's Anon, whether it's anything. Like, don't throw huge amounts of funds in there. You're going to give Daniele a heart attack. $500, $250, or whatever, is a small amount of money for you that you don't mind if you lose it, then that's fine. But don't be throwing $250,000, $500,000 into any beta release, guys. It's very, very dangerous, and it's not the dev's fault. The whole point of beta release is obviously to find problems, to stress test the platform. And so don't try and stress test the devs instead by putting your whole life savings into a beta release. And there was also some really cool information about Gemma. So not much has been spoken about Gemma. So Gemma is a data-focused AI agent that is basically integrated with the Anon ecosystem. So as of now, Gemma has been basically calling out different small Twitter accounts that have been shilling alpha and getting good results. So Gemma's been looking at different accounts, and if that account has been talking about projects that have done really well, then Gemma actually tells the rest of the community that this is an account that you should be following. But that's only version 0.1 for Gemma. So we had more information about Gemma, that she's going to be providing comprehensive insights into projects, including sentiment analysis, GitHub activity, and social media trends. Gemma integrates data from multiple sources. This is Masari, Kaito, CoinGecko, to deliver real-time updates and actionable insights. And so basically together, Gemma and Anon form a powerful ecosystem where users can gather information and then execute strategies seamlessly. So basically imagine Gemma as, just looking at, so we said Masari, Kaito, CoinGecko, also Telegram, Discord, Sentiment, Twitter, everything. And then by integrating that into Anon, obviously you can execute trades based on what Gemma is feeding into the system in real time. So that's so powerful. I mean, we can be the best researchers in the whole of crypto, and you're never going to be able to trade consistently in real time 24 hours like these tools are providing us. So we are really seeing a new era here, guys, for intelligent autonomous trading. It's wild. Okay, sticking with Anon as well, Silo Labs, which is Silo Finance, which is actually on the Sonic ecosystem, have just announced an Anon USDC market, which is live on Silo Sonic. So basically you're going to be able to lend or borrow using your Anon and USDC, which is pretty cool. And what's even cooler is that you can actually get 10x points for the upcoming Sonic airdrop that we covered that's coming up in June later this year. Now Sonic is an ecosystem that I'm personally diving into at this time. I think that it's going to get potentially a lot of mind share by summer as this airdrop comes. And if you actually start looking around the ecosystem, there is lots of projects that are set up between 1 and 5 million market cap that could potentially give you great gains. So me and my team are doing research now into that ecosystem. So if you are holding Anon, like I know many people are that watch this channel, and you do want to play around with it and do some DeFi actions and maybe do some lending and borrowing, then this is an option for you on Silo Labs, and you can farm the airdrop. And actually I think it was DeFi Chad here actually said about a potential strategy that you could use. It's not financial advice, but he was basically saying here how if you deposit 1,000 Anon, you can borrow 5,000 USDC. You can then swap the USDC into Anon and create a 50-50 LP with a 1% fee in WAGME, and then set up a task to claim trading fees every day at 2 p.m, swap the fees into USDC and repay USDC on Silo. So he's basically come up with a formula that basically enables you to get liquidity at the same time as paying back the loan, and basically being able to farm in an effective way. So do check out DeFi Chad on Twitter. Hasn't got a huge amount of followers, but actually comes up with a lot of cool alpha. Talks about the whole way that Anon and the WAGME DEX on Sonic are basically interlinked, and I do think WAGME is still an undervalued gem at around 30 million market cap that it is right now. So yeah, just a quick update there on Anon. Good to see more functionality coming to and utility to the Anon token. All right guys, another story to put on your radar today is that Story Protocol have just announced their white paper and released it on their Twitter account, guys. And as you can see here, they're saying that the rise of AI demands Story, which is a peer-to-peer intellectual property network. So we did cover Story Protocol on the channel, I believe around a week ago, and have done a couple of times. Most recently, it was actually Luna from Virtuals, which is a very popular AI agent, that actually did a deal with a IP-related AI agent on Story that was basically helping Luna tokenize her IP and basically make money from that. So yeah, really cool that they've come up with their white paper, guys. I'm going to give this a read over the weekend. But basically, yeah, what Story Protocol offers is native support for IP assets, enabling seamless trading, licensing, and monetization. So definitely a really cool report to get into, guys. I love reading white papers, especially in AI, because it really starts opening your mind as to what's possible and what the future could be. So yeah, have a look, guys, at Story Protocol Twitter account. Check out the white paper. All right, guys, that's all we've got time for on today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification, guys. What I would say is it's extremely bullish to see a $13.8 million raise, especially with a great VC like 1KX investing in Autonolas. It's clear that there's a lot of money and mindshare pouring into this DeFi and AI space, which makes me more and more convicted about the tokens that we talk about on this channel and this whole ecosystem. Now, the amount of hackathons that are lined up from the likes of Solana Foundation, from the likes of Ton, from the likes of Sui, etc., with the various different frameworks like Arc and Eliza OS is extremely bullish, guys. This part of the industry is consistently shipping, consistently building. There's new projects coming in all the time with a new version and better version than what already exists. So what I would say, guys, is keep your eye heavily in this ecosystem, watch the channel, get the alpha, and invest wisely. All right, guys, that's all we've got time for. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.